Hello everybody and welcome back to another video with me, Gummy Mellow. And hi guys, how are y'all doing? Wow, it's been a while since I've done that intro. Felt good, honestly. It feels good to be back, guys. So yeah, I recognize I haven't uploaded many videos, and I feel like I do this like every single video. I end up just apologizing and telling you what's been going on. But yeah, school has been keeping me busy and whatnot. Don't worry guys, I will be making a comeback, and to prove it, I already have another video already done and just waiting to be uploaded. So you'll be seeing that soon. So yeah, I'm completing all my testing for AP exams and whatnot is being completed, and I have lots of video ideas to do for this summer. So get ready to see a lot of videos this summer. Hopefully it'll be a very fun experience. Anyways though, you're here for the Gummy review. So here we go guys. So today we're going to be reviewing Trolli Mystery Sour Brite Crawlers, or as they call them, night crawlers. So these are interesting. I never had these actually, but what makes them interesting is that you kind of had to guess the flavor. They don't tell you immediately, like in the back. It doesn't tell you what the flavor is. It doesn't tell you like what it tastes like. So you'll be seeing me struggle with trying to figure out the flavors for one thing. But I'm excited. Trolli Sour Brite Crawlers are generally like super delicious. If you've seen my previous video, I'll probably put it up here, just a little bit clip or not. Too bad, so sad. I'll probably put a link in the description to that video. Go check it out. I gave it a really fantastic review because those are my favorite gummies to ever exist. So that's why I did those. But yeah, today we'll be trying these out. We'll see how it goes. So first thing we gotta do is open the bag. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, I am back, and after opening this bag, you're gonna notice that it smells pretty much like how most Trolli Sour Brite Crawlers smell like. You can smell the sourness. This one in particular has a lot of I can't think of the flavor right now, but it's kind of like a whitish flavor. I forget the fruits associated with them, but it has a lot of that because in particular these gummies actually have a lot of white in them. So let me show you them right now. So when you open the bag, you're gonna find 3 different flavors in this bag. You have this nice looking white, it is white guys, don't worry, it's just the lighting that's kind of making this look like orange, but believe me, they are white and green. You have this white and blue one, and you have this white and red one right here. So without even tasting them, I'm gonna predict the flavors right now. So I predict that this one's gonna be an apple or lemon lime flavor with whatever the white one is. I'm not sure which one it is. Maybe I'll remember it when I continue on. This one will most likely be blue raspberry because I know Trolli has done blue raspberry before, so I wouldn't doubt it that it would be that. Either that or just typical blueberry will also work. And then finally for red, I'm thinking cherry, maybe kind of cherry is like the only one I can think of. Fruit punch. I've had some fruit punch gummies before, particularly the Kool-Aid ones. Those ones are pretty good. So maybe it's that one. But those are my predictions. I haven't tasted them yet, so we should probably get to that. So we're gonna start with the green one, the one that I predicted to be apple, or I guess it could also be lemon lime as well. And we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, I am back, and I think that's apple. I'm pretty confident that that is an apple flavor. Make sure to correct me in the description if I'm wrong on any of these flavors. Like I said, I've never had these, so I have no idea what flavors they are. But judging from the way it tasted, I'm gonna say it's apple. So now to kind of give a good kind of like review of the gummy itself. It wasn't too chewy. It was actually a really nice type of chewiness. So like if you had the sour red crawlers, you would know that they kind of in a perfect balance between, you know, being hard but also not being too squishy, so that like it just like kind of squishes underneath your finger. In terms of compatibility, I definitely think this one is compatible, but with certain bluer flavors, sort of the raspberry, the berry sort of spectrum is where these could be more compatible with. Because I would say cherry just probably wouldn't work as well, but those ones I would definitely say they're compatible with. And finally, like I already told you about the flavor was very delicious. It was sweet. It had a bit of sourness to it. It's not too bad though. And the other thing I have to mention is that you'll really be overcome with the sweetness of it. Particularly the white flavor. I think the white flavor was more sweetly overpowering than the apple flavor, which in my opinion I don't really mind. I like gummies. But if I had to be honest, I definitely think there's a sort of imbalance there, but it's not really a bad thing because the white flavor is also pretty delicious. So there's my review of that one. So next we're gonna move on to the blue one, the white and blue one next. Let me have some water first actually before I have it, and then I'll get right back with you guys. Alright guys, I am back. So that blue one, raspberry, blue raspberry to be exact. I'm pretty sure I can guess that one's gonna be a blue raspberry flavor. It had that raspberry kind of taste to it. Similar to the other one, the white flavor was more overpowering, but the blue one actually worked or like colluded really well with that white flavor in terms of how it tasted overall. I overall think that it's very delicious, very good, very solid gummy, I would say for sure. Overall, like so far so good. These gummies are standing out to be really impressive, to be honest. Because I've had some mystery gummies before from some other brands, not this one in particular, that are kind of like the mystery flavor are kind of like the regular ones, but just a bit diluted so as to bring more mystery to it, I guess you could say. And that sort of kind of ruins the gummy experience in my opinion. It doesn't bring out the flavor as much as it should be. But this one is doing a really fantastic job overall on creating this flavor that pretty much works well. So finally, with that, let's move on to the last one, which is the white and red one. I'm gonna have a water again because, you know, I gotta be fair to all these gummies. Gotta make sure that the taste of one doesn't affect the other one. And also, if you're wondering why I'm eating two of these gummies, or like why I'm like eating one and then like reaching into the bag to get another one, is because typically like you can see this gummy is very small, and honestly I can't get much of the flavor if I don't consume like an adequate amount of the gummy itself to know what the flavor is, if that makes sense. So like this little gummy, like it's as if you're gonna have like eat a little particle of like dust or something. Like it's not gonna taste anything because obviously it's only one particle. You gotta have a lot more dust to taste it. Now I'm not saying you should go and eat dust. Don't do that. That's dangerous. However, using that kind of like a reference point, you'll understand why I had to eat more of these. Anyways, like I said, we'll be right back with you guys. Have this gummy, then we'll get our final review, final thoughts, and then that'll be the end of the video. All right, guys, I am back. So I did not have a third gummy because I didn't know the flavor. I just had a third one because that one was very delicious. That one had such an exquisite flavor of it was like a combination of cherry and raspberry. I think it wasn't. I couldn't really exactly pinpoint it. However, it did remind me of a previous gummy. Now I can't exactly remember which one it was off the top of my head. But it did taste very, very familiar. Like one of the if you had the Trolli very berry ones, it tastes like the red one, the red and blue one. Tastes very similar to that one, and that one is super delicious. Fantastic gummy, that is. So back to the flavor. Flavor was very good. I felt like with this one, the white flavor didn't overpower it as much in terms of the sweetness, because the combination of like cherry raspberry type flavor was what brought out was able to balance it out very well. Like I said, it was a very exquisite gummy, super delicious. That one was, I think that one is gonna be my favorite of the three. Very delicious, very overall good. And as I mentioned before, the sourness of this gummy isn't that bad. It's not as severe as some of the other sour gummies I've had, so it's a nice balance between having a not sour gummy and something that has a little bit more of a tinge to it. But with that, time to give my final review of these gummies. So overall, these gummies are very amazing. Like, I am honestly very impressed with these mystery gummies. They were fantastic, very delicious, and I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. They did really good. I think it did such a fantastic job. Now, I will say though, I think they could have done a bit more variety with these, maybe with some like green and blue or blue with red. But I think that would have changed the way like mystery works. So I don't judge them. But there is a lot of white. Like, there is a lot of white in here. So not that it's a bad thing. The flavor itself was also very delicious as well. But overall, these are very solid. That was the only thing that I would say not really bothered me, but it's just something like I was thinking in my head. But other than that, these are very delicious. Highly recommend. Got these at Dollar General. You can get them at your local Dollar General as well, or Walmart, or wherever else you get your gummy snacks. But with that, thank you all for watching. See you all in the next video.